Good morning, everyone. It is already such a good morning simply because I woke up this morning and I thought I had a shift at 12, but it turns out I wasn't even on the schedule for today. So I have like no classes and no work today, which means I'm completely off for the day. I'm super excited to have the entire day to myself and just do as I please. Just like have no responsibilities today, which is pretty nice because I get to do some of the things that I usually don't have time for on school days or during the week. So I just woke up, cleaned my face, did some light makeup, and got dressed, even though I don't think I'm gonna be going out for the most part today. I just feel more productive if I'm wearing like outdoor clothes or just like a sweater per se. The first thing I wanted to do today is definitely get some breakfast. Even though it is noon already by now, I still want to like make something more breakfasty. Like brunch is my favorite meal ever. I also decided to wear these little earrings. They're like hanging hearts, which is so cute. And my mom gave them to me when I was like 12, but I know she's had them since she was a kid. So I think that's super cool. And I've also never worn them and I don't know why. So last night was super fun. My roommates and I had a few friends over and we had like a DIY pizza night. So my pizza was pretty big and I still have some left over, so I'll probably just heat that up. I know it's not brunchy at all, but honestly, next day pizza I feel like sometimes is better than the day of pizza. And then I was thinking of making like a fruit bowl or something a little bit more nutritious on the side. So it turns out I don't have that much fruit right now. I only have apples, strawberries, and blackberries, of which the apples, I thought they were gonna be really good because I like them really crispy and like a little bit more on the tart side. But it turns out they're a little bit more linty and like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels like fluffy when you bite into it. It's just like not very like crisp. So obviously I'm not gonna waste food. So I think what I'm gonna do is like make a little puff pastry with those 3 fruits that I have, because then I still eat them and they're baked, so like the texture will be gone. They don't look the most aesthetically pleasing, but I think they will taste great. So I'm still waiting on the puff pastries to come out of the oven, which I think should be like another 5 minutes. But for now, I'm just gonna eat the pizza real quick because I'm a little bit impatient and starving. This was probably some of the best pizza I've had, and I'm proud because I made it myself. It has corn, tomatoes, mushrooms, olives, fresh basil. Then I also put parm and mozzarella and then burrata on the top. And then I put some hollandaise sauce because one of my friends said that was pretty good. But I put it on after I cooked it, not before, because I feel like I don't know, I feel like it would have been weird putting it on before I put it in the oven. All of the ingredients I bought at Trader Joe's, so even the dough, like I didn't make the dough myself or the pizza sauce, and it just tastes so good. doing is setting a 30-minute timer for studying and then a 15-minute timer for like just relaxing. That way, like the time that I'm dedicating to doing a task that I don't necessarily want to do is just limited, and I know that if I go through with it, I'm gonna get some type of reward, which I give myself, you know? So 30 minutes isn't really a long time, but if you don't have that timer, you kind of lose track of time, and then I feel like you're way more likely to get distracted. At least that's how it is in my case. Like for me, that's one of the best ways to get things done. Now that I've done a few rounds of that, I definitely want to give myself time for other things. I'm a person who has to write down everything in a list in order to get it done. So let's see what we have on the schedule for today. Okay, so I was doing homework and editing video. Since I'm already on my laptop, I'll probably just do my vision board or some online shopping. And honestly, I've never had online shopping on any of my lists, simply because first of all, I don't ever online shop. But I've seen a couple of things on social media recently, like workout clothes or cute socks or a few Christmas presents for my family. Because things online definitely have a lot more variety than if you were to go in store. And also, I don't have a car here, so getting to different places is also a little bit more limited. I'm actually really excited that I've had the day off today, because I would not be able to do all of these things if I was working today or if I had class today. It's honestly such a pretty day. The weather is awesome. It's 51 degrees in Boulder, which is crazy, but usually it's frigid around this time. I wore the sweater outside, obviously, while I was eating breakfast today. It might have been a little bit too hot for this attire. While I'm doing my little online tasks right now, I'm gonna eat this little snack. One of my friends showed me these from Trader Joe's. They are so good, and I couldn't find them for the longest time, but the packaging is so funny, and I feel like this is one of the best snacks to ever exist. However, I have given some of my friends like a piece to try, and nobody's really been as much of a fan as me. But the flavor is a little bit weird at first, but I wouldn't say I'm a picky eater. Like I like a lot of different flavors and textures and like cuisines. So I really enjoy these, and I definitely recommend them. They only have 4 ingredients anyway, so that's like pretty clean. Usually I never eat in my bedroom because my mom never let me when I was a kid, so I don't like to do it. But today is a fun day. No rules, no responsibilities, so we can just do whatever we want today. I'm gonna start off with my vision board because this is something I've been doing for the past like 2 or 3 years. It's a great way to like manifest your dreams and just keep your goals in sight, which I'm a firm believer in, and a lot of the things that I have put in my vision boards in the past have definitely come true. It's a fun activity that keeps me motivated, and it's something I look forward to every December. I like to take my vision board and make it my wallpaper on my laptop, so that way I see it every day, and even if I'm not focused on it like consciously, it's still subconsciously being absorbed into my system some way, you know? So I take a lot of cute photos and I put them together and I make them all like pretty much the same aesthetic. I wouldn't say any of your desires are too big. Even if it's considered something that's unreachable, I would still put it on my vision board. So yeah, it's really fun, and I can take you guys through how I'm gonna do it. So the thing we start out with first is putting on a good playlist to like get in the mood of achieving your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I like to have music in the background, usually all the time, unless I'm like overstimulated for some reason. But I feel like if you put a song or a playlist that you really like, you're just gonna be in a way better mood. So that's step 1. Step 2, so for my vision boards and for a lot of my YouTube like thumbnails and like banner, I use Adobe Spark, which has honestly been one of the best tools in my opinion. When you open Adobe Spark, it gives you an option for the new template or like the new size of your project that you want. I always pick the YouTube banner one simply because it has a rectangular shape, which is going to be the same shape as your laptop wallpaper. Once I have my layout here and basically a blank canvas, I go into Pinterest, and this is my home feed. And before I do that, I like to go into my own profile and I don't know, for example, go into like living my best life. This is one of my boards, I mean. And I like to see things that I have already added as pins before, because those are things that have already like cross my mind and things that I know that I like. So I find pictures from here. For example, this one. I feel like this is a cute aesthetic. It's like a cozy vibe and everything. So what I do is I open the picture and then press the 3 dots and press download image. And I'm gonna do that for every single picture that I wanna put on my vision board. From there on, I'm gonna choose them from my downloaded folders and import them into the Adobe Spark document. So usually I download a lot more photos than I think I'm gonna use, because sometimes the aesthetic of the photos doesn't really match, so you might wanna take one out or just add a different one in. So definitely download more than you think you're gonna use. Once I have all the photos that I want, I just go over here to the media button, and then I just press upload from device, and I press downloads, and then I try to keep my downloads folder like minimal, so I'm constantly emptying it out, so I can pretty much identify all of the photos that I've downloaded at this point, because they will show up in like a bold font. And then I can take this and then press open, and here's that photo, and then I just place it and add more photos to my liking, and then kind of like make a collage out of it. So the sun sets so quickly, but it's only 5:30. I just finished my board and it looks great. What I do once it's done is I just Command Shift 4 to screenshot, go on the outline of it like that. And then that's gonna be right there. And what I do is I just take that and make it into a wallpaper. I just took a shower and my friend is coming over and we're watching a rom-com, making cookies. So it's gonna be a good night. I wanted to make a face mask before then. Honestly, for the past year, I've stopped buying face masks and making mine instead, like making my own at home. One of the best recipes that I have is actually one that my grandma gave me, which is just sugar and lemon. And so the sugar exfoliates your face, which is what I like in a face mask, and the lemon kind of brightens it.